You're not perfect, that's for sure. I'm not at all perfect. Because no one is flawless, it's crucial to discuss the largest weakness associated with your zodiac sign. Can we agree that we are all a complete mess, each and every one of us? Even when you think you have things under control, life always throws you a curveball, and it's under pressure that we discover just how obnoxious you really are. Finally, everyone is unpleasant in their own unique and lovely way. The reality is that every sign of the zodiac has a quality that tends to make them a jerk. Nobody is made entirely of sunshine and rainbows, after all. You are aware that would be unrealistic, but are you truly aware of this? Or do you keep placing unjustified pressure on yourself to be flawless? Since being overly critical of yourself ultimately tends to bring out the worst in you, it is important to remember this. Let's discuss the Achilles heel for your astrological sign, because even the greatest fighter in all of Greek mythology had a weak spot. Let's even chuckle about it, since a little bit of self-pity can truly brighten the day. Without further ado, here's what your zodiac sign suggests may be your greatest weakness. The biggest weakness of each zodiac sign. Aries. You know you can't help but check your tracking number for the adrenaline it gives you. Every single one of your worst inclinations is satisfied when you shop online. You, Aries, experience ecstasy when you act on your instincts as soon as they arise. Your propensity for overspending, though, is only a metaphor for something far deeper, the uncontrollable way your cravings develop. You need things, and you need them now, not just because you want them. Additionally, if you don't get something you believe you deserve, it may trigger your worst instinct to push your efforts even further. Taurus. You simply cannot let things go, Taurus. You not only hold grudges that are as firm as stone, but you also find it extremely difficult to change your mind after making a decision. You don't like to adjust to other people's requirements, since in your perspective, that just wouldn't be true to yourself. And whenever someone criticizes your narrow-mindedness, your answer is always something along the lines of, "I am who I am, take it or leave it." Gemini. Yet another champagne order. Gemini is a zany and mischievous sign that enjoys partying until dawn. Geminis adore staying up late and remaining hyperactive. At 3 in the morning, they enjoy wandering through a Wikipedia tunnel. Since their brains light up when having a stimulating conversation with someone, they must be the most intelligent and intriguing person in the room. Geminis would forego sleep entirely if they could, since they have such high levels of mental energy. There is simply so much to be done and discussed. But in all seriousness, Gemini, you are impossible to keep up with, especially when you have already switched topics before you have received a response to your initial query. Cancer. Come on over, Cancer. Under that comfy little shell, who's there? Because it conjures up feelings of security and protection, Cancers are all about the Nordic art of hygge, which includes soft blankets, big sweaters, and tons of throw pillows. A Cancer really wants to be at home, in their safe spot, so if they could, you can bet they would cancel everything they have planned for the weekend. A Cancer will start to feel stressed when you are gone for an extended period of time, so take care if you are someone who helps them feel more at home. Seriously, even if you are gone for only 15 minutes, they will miss you. Leo. Leos are always looking for the newest and best of everything. They require the best of the best in terms of fashion. They desire worship as much as love in a romantic relationship. Let's face it, Leos don't really want to put in the effort necessary to get all of their wealth. Leos are after all controlled by lions, and what do lions do all day long? They lounge around, take naps, and play in the mud. A lion also doesn't have to work hard to rule the jungle, just like a Leo. After all, a Leo has always regarded themselves as the top dog. Sadly, they've probably never questioned what they've actually done to deserve such a title. Virgo. The method to your madness exists. To someone else, however, what appears to be organization to you may instead appear to be a disaster. You have a propensity to feel out of sorts if anything deviates from the way you require things to be done. Because the mere sight of disorder might throw you into a tailspin, you probably push everyone around you to become more ordered as well. And what about that? You are smitten. You enjoy being the one to improve everyone's situation and solve issues when they arise. Knowing that you were the catalyst for someone else's significant life improvement is the happiest feeling in the world. Libra. Libra, you detest conflict. Who could blame you if you preferred calm sailing over turbulent waters? You can handle pandemonium easily, but not mental peace. Avoiding conflict, however, doesn't always make you the good guy, since occasionally the truth needs to be stated. And look, just because you aren't being completely honest, Libra, doesn't mean that you aren't also being a passive-aggressive smartass, which can be so much more annoying when you stop to think about it. Scorpio. Your social groups usually refer to you as the shy, sincere, and enigmatic person, Scorpio. And that's exactly the impression you want to give them. You are incredibly shady, a door that not many people can enter. However, you're not some quiet wallflower, therefore your reality is very different from what you portray. You're someone who expects a lot of attention from your family members, so if you don't get it when you need it, you take it personally. Sometimes you can expect too much from the people you love, and it can be quite difficult to apologize. Who among Scorpios actually appreciates seating control? Sagittarius. It's true, Sagittarius, you're a fantastic storyteller and a really intelligent person. But soon people tend to tune you out when you stand on your soapbox. You frequently retell the same tale in an effort to prove that you are cooler than everyone else, or at the very least, cool enough. No, you're not hard, Sagittarius, you're a nerd and you know it. Capricorn. You have a chip on your shoulder, Capricorn, no doubt about it. How did it become stuck there? Because you believe you work more diligently than everybody else around you. And what about that? You're most likely correct. Although you have the best work ethic in the Zodiac, you also have the most weaknesses, since you want other people to match your level of intensity. Even though you're a fantastic leader, not everyone appreciates being led. Aquarius. There's simply no turning back once you've lost interest in something, Aquarius. You tend to cut all ties with something if you're not experiencing it for even a brief period of time. And what about that? You have every legal right to do it. Being efficient is a skill you have, Aquarius. However, dropping objects and walking away without looking back might cause more damage than you might imagine. People wish you would have at least provided an explanation, since they are left wondering what went wrong. What's worse is that you'll never know if the thing you're leaving behind has any real potential. Pisces. Admit it, Pisces, you sometimes feel like everyone is out to get you. Since you are a mutable water sign, your preferred mentality is to just go with the flow. But it can seem impossible to escape when you become entangled in the current's pull. You would be a gold medalist in the sport of self-pity, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're weak. After all, supporting the underdog requires empathy. But keep in mind, in order to succeed against all odds, the underdog must eventually rise to the challenge. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel if you liked our video if you want to see more.